Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is AD, aka ADBTLV, AD's reaction channel, coming back at you. You know what I'm saying? About to drop this Charleston White Money for Clout Part 2. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys caught the first one. I thought it was pretty funny, but it's serious at the same time because it shows some things about, people and personalities or whatever. So we just taking a look into that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just point some things out that, that fits the title of these parts of Charleston White Money for Clout. I got some more already coming, you know what I mean? So check it out. This clip right here is not as long as the first one, so this will be a little bit shorter. But if you did watch the first one, all of it, I appreciate you guys' time because you could be doing anything else and you checking my video out. I humbly appreciate that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I can dig it. So, but this second part 2 video right here is from Say Cheese. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably seen his videos. He has great content. I follow him as well. I'll put his link in the description. You can go to his channel, check all his interviews. He interviews a lot of people, has some real good interviews. He has some real good questions for people, so go check him out. And I'm dropping this one because this one is like I would say a couple years later after that first one, part 1. I think the part 1 interview, that was like one of his first interviews ever, like on a platform. So that was Toon TV. So hopefully you guys checking out his channel as well. But this one right here is from Say Cheese. This is a couple years later, and we're gonna check it out. And if you can, press like, subscribe, leave a comment, and possibly share. It would be awesome. I appreciate it, guys. Just trying to grow my channel. I'm focused. I'm getting into it, and it's just gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep coming, and it's gonna get better and better. So let's get right into it, all right? I don't want to keep y'all too long, but let's do this.
Now, you said something the other day I was looking into, and you said Nipsey Hussle, he never did anything for anybody.
He did something for Rolling 60s neighborhood.
Okay.
The Hoovers and the A-Trays and the Pyrus, they couldn't go to Nipsey Hussle's Fat Burger. Nipsey Hussle done a wonderful thing for the Slauson community, the Rolling 60s community. But he didn't build nothing for black people.
What? This dude is bugging already. Like, dude, how you gonna say he ain't done nothing for black people? That's all he been working for is black folks. He opened up a what do you call it? Man, it's like a smart center. I forgot the name of it, where young individuals of any color can come if they have any ideas. It's like a workshop. So this dude, he just be capping, bruh. And this shows right here the title. He knows how to say certain things, or certain things can go viral, good or bad. And that's just not cool in my eyes. But let's go. Let's see what else he got to say bad about it.
When Nipsey died, I think they said more people registered for LLCs and started businesses and things like that. Like, he motivated a lot of people.
You know what? Look at my man's eye though, for real. Like, his fake eye looked like the real eye, and his real eye looked like the fake eye. And you see, right when I paused it, you see how the eye, how the eye moved. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh, my bad, man. I'm bugging right now. I gotta rewind it real quick. And look how his eye look. See, look at his eye. And then when he looked down, this the fake eye, which looks like the real eye because it's straight, it's centered. It looks like he's looking at it. Sean Cotton, Say Cheese channel. And this eye is the real eye. But anyway, let's go, y'all. I'm bugging, you know what I'm saying? Don't mind me. Let's go.
Registered for LLCs and started businesses and things like that. Like, he motivated a lot of people. Can you give him that?
Yeah, he did. Well, he did.
Because you said the marathon didn't continue when he died.
Well, he did motivate a lot of people, homie. They was moved by his death because wasn't nobody playing his music before he died. Nobody was singing his songs before he died.
He did tours.
Oh, my
he did a few tours.
I remember when he came to Dallas.
Yeah.
Nobody was playing his music, homie. I was in LA those 2 years prior to his death when nobody was playing his music.
That's a lie, bro. This guy is capping, bro. You know? This dude, he be lying. People was playing Nip. I was playing Nip. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even from LA. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't listening to him, but come on, bro. You trying to say his homeboys from his hood, people in neighboring hoods, you know, the neighborhood card's so big. You know, they was all playing. And I've seen videos where even some of his enemies he was cool with, and, you know, or didn't know, he did know. They used to bump Nip too. So this dude, he says anything, you know what I'm saying, to go viral and just have people on his top. You know what I'm saying? Boy, this dude would just be capping. Let's go.
Nobody was wearing the Marathon Continue shirts. He had the Crenshaw. Nobody was wearing the Crenshaw shirt. It was upon his death that they was moved by his death that made them go listen to his lyrics. Same with DMX. They're moved by his energy. Now they're listening to his lyrics.
Goodness.
And if you listen to his lyrics is pain. That's why his lyrics never resonated with me. I was just telling my kinfolk, homie, we had Master P. Ghetto Dog.
This dude, he must be a generation older than me because, you know, I mean, I didn't rock with DMX like that, but there was some songs I did kind of dig, but I wasn't really into DMX either. But dude, he went like double platinum, like diamond, when his first album went platinum instantly almost. Like he had some like 3 or 4 albums that all of them went platinum. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, well, not everybody, but all the radio stations was playing his joints and everything. So this guy, he just says anything, bro. Let's go.
So I'm 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 when DMX was booming. We had Master P hustling. I'm about to pull a kick, though. Lay down on the floor. That's our music. I couldn't resonate with DMX during Rough Rider. So I don't, his music don't resonate with me, right? So same with Nipsey. Homie, nobody wasn't jamming Nipsey until he died.
This dude is
Blue,
weird,
what's the song?
bro.
Blue Laces? Man, that's one of the hardest songs in the world. Man, we didn't hear that song until he died. The song Weather with Rick Ross. And, homie, that's one of the coldest songs. Homie, I just heard it this year. So it wasn't until he died I went and listened to his lyrics and his words resonated with me after his death. So what I'm saying, okay, if we got all these people that the most LLCs, where are they at now? It should be somebody saying, hey, it should be a testimony. It should be a video saying, Nipsey Hussle inspired me to do this. I got this. And, you know.
There is. You know, there's a I know there's a particular video. I just can't remember the guy's name. He's not from the same hood as Nip. He's from a different hood. And he followed Nip's blueprint. Like, you know, he watched what Nip did and he did the same thing. He was like I'm not sure. I can't remember his name though, and what neighborhood, or you know, or what section he was from. But they had interviewed him, and they came to a store. He had opened up his own store. You know, he was selling his own little brand and stuff, clothes or whatever. And he said out his mouth that Nip inspired him to do what he's doing, all the way down to, you know, he doing his music. You know, he started making enough money. He decided to open up a little business for himself. And he did that, and he credited Nip. So this dude be saying the most capit stuff like this. This totally opposite. Everything he's saying is not true, and it's the opposite of that. Because there's a couple individuals out there that said that Nip inspired them to do what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, He just full of it, man. Let's go.
You don't see that nowhere, homie. You don't see that nowhere. You don't see nobody picking up the banner saying, say, man, I'm doing this in my neighborhood. I done took the same blueprint with Nipsey.
Yeah, he
I done bought
did.
this,
There
I done
is.
bought that,
I'm going
I
to
done
find
bought
that,
this.
y'all.
When Nipsey died, I was telling everybody around here, say, man, forget Nipsey Hussle. There's a guy by Marcus Shed. We got our own Nipsey Hussle right here with Marcus Shed. We got our own Nipsey Hussle right here with Weasel. We had our own Nipseys here that done what Nipsey done here, but they don't get the love.
Right.
Because they're not rappers.
Right.
So the marathon hasn't continued.
The
homie. He died
marathon.
with Nip because that was his vision. Can't nobody else take it.
Yeah, Charles had probably drunk like a tall can, probably like a Colt 45 or something before he did this interview. He said marathon.
That marathon and run with it. That's why nobody's running with it. That was his vision that he envisioned. And so when you look at it now, nobody else in California, homie, is going over there, building that up. People from outside of California go take pictures there. But it look poor now, huh? The grass ain't cut.
Now, I'm wondering if this was before they started building a new marathon store. You know, but it was being kept up for a while. People were actually gone. People were like traveling to LA just to go, go to the, see the store and the mural and everything, because they used to have rosaries and candles and everything up there. But, the police eventually shut it down and gated it up and all that. But it was kept up for a little minute. It was like a memorial. I guess things started, taking place and going down there. So they, too many people were going down there. They shut it down. You know what I'm saying? So, but this dude, he just says crazy stuff just to go viral. That's why he be upsetting so many people in the YouTube world. Cause he just say just anything to get some views and get a little bit of money. Let's go.
So who has the conviction that Nipsey Hussle has that's doing in their community that he did in his, that was moved by his death, not by his lyrics? See what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it differently, homie. But what I understand is I'm talking to a bunch of people that idolize rappers and they don't idolize nothing else. Not even their mothers and their fathers. They'll make excuses for entertainers, but their mother and their fathers need an excuse sometime, but they can't get it. Mom and daddy need an excuse sometime, but you won't give it to them. But these people sit over here and they get everything they don't deserve. They get everything they don't deserve. I can't think of one entertainer, homie, one rapper, one musician that deserves my respect. I can't think of one.
Really? This guy.
Kendrick.
What do we do besides rap? What do we do besides rap?
What about Trey the Truth? He does a lot for Houston.
Does a lot. Yeah. That's a good one. Does a lot. That nigga do a lot.
Well, you just said though. You just said you couldn't think of one person. And Trey the Truth is from Texas. They both from Texas. See, that's how you know Charles being on some BS. You know what I'm saying? Cause he gonna sit there and say that. And Sean Cotton, he's from Texas as well. Oh yeah, you're right. Like, bro, like you just saying stuff, bro, just to go viral. Let's go.
Say Bun B.
Money for clout. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
What? Yeah, he hating on Bun B. Look at his lips. His real eye look fake, and his fake eye look real. Let's go. Yeah.
Nah, Trey the Truth for sure.
Yeah. Just in hindsight, I remember a year or so ago he done something. when them hurricanes came.
Yeah, Harvey.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, right? Yeah. So I in hindsight, So shout out to Trader Truth, man. But other than that, homie, what do they do besides entertain us?
What about like Killer Mike?
He all talk. Yeah, all this shit he been talking. Nigga, show me what you done built. See, I can show you out here, homie, where I can go walk you around and show you, man, we do this over here, we do this. I can show you where some ladies out of North Carolina, man, sent us the money, sent us half their stimulus check. Me and this guy went to the way out there in Oak Cliff to a wood place and built that, had kids. I was filming it, I was shooting it. I sent them the pictures of the receipts. So they know we ain't stealing money and ain't just playing for the money. So what do they do besides entertain the people? See, I remember James Brown was called to come stop a riot. It's in the movie. And they didn't want to put James Brown out there. James said, man, I know these my people. Man, James went out there and put on the concert and stopped the riot after Dr. King was killed. Stop the riot. What do they do now?
You know what? He's got a point with that, but he's digressing. He's like taking it way left. But there's a lot of entertainers out there that they're not necessarily building in their community, but they're donating. They donate to college funds. They do all kind of stuff. They do the toy drives. You know what I'm saying? And he's just full of it, man. You know, like there's so many entertainers, and some of them don't broadcast it. You know what I'm saying, and put it out there. You know, like, hey, look what I'm doing. I'm doing this toy drive, or I'm helping out single mothers or whatever. So he's just full of cockamamie. He just talks, just says anything. Cause like everything that he said in this video so far is not true. Like everything that is actually true, he's saying it's not true. And that's weird. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. Let's go. Money for clout.
That's real.
Nah, that's it. But you see that? That just shows that Charleston White, after he kind of figured out that first video on part 1 and the stuff, because that was a satire story. I'm sure there was a little minute percentage that was true, but he was putting a lot on it. He was putting extra cheese, bacon, mayo, and extra patty on it. He was just going too far. You could tell he was capping. So that shows that, once a person starts to rise a little bit, and then they see what's working, some of them just go crazy. He gets clout drunk. He just gets drunk off clout. And we got some more parts coming up, and the more parts of that show you're gonna see he's getting more drunker and drunker off clout. You know what I'm saying? He just got sloppy drunk off some clout, for real. But appreciate y'all though for coming through. Like I said, it was gonna be a short one. I did stop it a couple times. I don't know, man. Charleston White, he made me laugh, man. He's a joker. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he kind of go viral. With his little Texas twang, and you know what I'm saying, sounding like he's a little country boy. You know what I'm saying? And but he just be lying though. Like everything he was saying, it was a lie. Nip's done a lot for his community, and he's probably done a lot that he ain't never broadcasted. Because you ain't got to broadcast everything you do. Everything ain't for show. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're doing it from the kindness of your heart. You ain't got to put it on the internet or put it on your page or whatever like that. Not all the time. But that being said, like I said, go to Say Cheese. I'm sure a lot of you guys that's into this kind of stuff that I'm into, I'm sure you guys probably already following him and get his notifications and stuff. But go follow him. If not, he does a lot of good interviews, a lot of different people. There's some questionable interviews and some really great interviews. And this one, Charleston White, is questionable because it just shows that he just likes to just say anything. And he be pissing a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying? So, go subscribe to his channel. I appreciate you guys coming by again. Press like, subscribe, share. Leave me a comment too. You know, let me know how I'm doing. If possibly you're feeling it. I got some other stuff though. I already got some stuff already ready to just go ahead and push the green button on it. But you know, like I said, I want to stay consistent. I want to always keep something on deck so I can always post something. So y'all can believe you ain't gonna be here. You ain't gonna be having no blank spots with AD Beats LV with the AD's reaction channel. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be consistent, at least 1-2 videos a week. And it's not gonna stop. And hopefully I get better. I find, you know, a little bit different topics, but maybe in the same field, but something that's a little bit different. I got some other different stuff I'm about to drop too. So I appreciate y'all. Have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever part of the world you're in. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. This is AD, aka AD Beats LV, AD's reaction channel. Y'all be safe. Peace.